Hi, I'm Jennifer Schramm, and welcome to day 17 of this 40-day program based on A Course in Miracles, Undoing Fear and Remembering Love. Today's idea is one that brings me relief when I connect with it, and it brought me relief this morning, which I'll tell you about in a few minutes. So the idea is I will step back and let him lead the way. I will step back and let him lead the way. The Course reminds us that we're not meant to push, force, control, or figure everything out on our own like we've been taught or like we've been conditioned. That is how the ego operates. The ego wants answers now. It wants certainty, the whole plan, control, performance, pressure, tension, and guidance. The Holy Spirit, the voice of love, it moves a little differently than the ego. It leads very gently, quietly, one small step at a time. And that step is always the next gentle step, not the whole path. So this morning was one of those moments for me. My ego was in like full force. It was so loud. And I was sitting at my computer ready to make this video this morning. And I felt so much tension, resistance, and pressure. And my ego was so loud. Thoughts were coming fast and furious. This isn't good enough. I shouldn't be doing this anymore. Why am I doing this stupid program? Nothing I'm saying feels right. I don't feel creative today. I never feel creative. I'm not creative enough. There's so many people that are better apt to teach this out there. I look terrible on video. I sound stupid. I should just quit. Forget this. I don't want to do this anymore. And when that happens, it's just not in my head. It's also my whole body. So it felt terrible. There was a tightening, a heaviness. My shoulders were caving in. I felt really small. And it's just like the sense of you must figure this out right now or you're not going to be good enough. And that's the ego trying to lead. It does not feel good. It feels yucky in the mind. It feels yucky in the body. It feels yucky in the spirit, the soul. And since we're working on this today, I thought to myself, as this was all happening, I may as well try the idea from today and see what happens. Let's see if this really works. So I said quietly to myself, and I just sat for a few moments, and I said, I'll step back and let you lead the way. I'll step back and let you lead the way. And I just started to breathe. And instead of the pressure to fix everything or change everything or force myself to feel inspired, what was simply there was just breathe and take the next gentle step. Just breathe and take the next gentle step. Not the perfect step, not the whole plan, not the entire 40 days, just one little step. So for me, the next gentle step was just to breathe, to slow down. And then all of a sudden I got a little pop in my mind. Use this example of what's happening here right now. It doesn't need to be perfect. And so the moment I shifted from forcing to allowing and just allowing myself to hear this, my breath eased and the clarity returned. Not because I pushed harder, but actually because I actually stepped back and took a breath and slowed everything down. And this is exactly how spirit leads. It does not lead through urgency, but through softness. And for so many years, I let that urgent voice lead me, until I'm starting to recognize now that doesn't work. And stepping back doesn't mean being passive, and it doesn't mean doing nothing. All it means is loosening our grip, letting go of the urgency of the ego, releasing the pressure to figure it all out, get it right, and just be willing to be shown. Be willing to take a breath, be willing to calm the nervous system, be willing to choose peace over performance, and trusting that the next step is always going to be shown, and it's the only thing that's ever needed. And so remembering that spirit guides us through relief, not tension, through expansiveness, openness, not tension or pressure. And if a step feels gentle, soft, peaceful, or honest, then that's the right step. So today I invite you, sometime today, I'm sure your ego will push you to hurry, to decide, to perform, to improve, to fix something. And in that moment, I want you to just notice, or I invite you to just notice, to just pause and say, I will step back and let you lead the way. I will step back and let you lead the way. And then ask yourself, what is the next gentle step? What is the next gentle step? Not from fear, but from calm or from peace. Not the whole solution, not the perfect answer, just the next gentle step. And you'll feel it because it brings relief, calm, peace, not tension. So I'm stepping back now. Show me the next gentle step. And let that small step be enough. That's all it is. Gentle, small step. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day.